Hi guys, what is up? It's your girl Karen, aka cakedbybabyk, and welcome back to my channel. Can you believe it's time for empties again? Because I simply cannot. January has been both the longest month and the shortest month, but I have a ton of empties in here, so let's get started. I actually don't have any makeup empties this month, which is very surprising, so let's dive straight into skincare. First up, we have the First Fig Micellar Oil Cleanser. Ignore how gross it looks on the inside. I had to rinse it out with water because this leaks everywhere because it's a pump. You know how sometimes when you have a pump and the consistency of whatever product you're using is really thin, that product tends to like seep through the cap and get everywhere? Yeah, that happens with this one. I usually am not picky when it comes to cleansing oils, cleansing balms, because all I really need it to do is get my makeup off and emulsify well and not leave a film on my face. I feel like that's not asking too much. Maybe it is, maybe I'm just demanding, but this just really did not hit the mark for me. While it didn't leave a film, I don't think it removed makeup that well. Not to mention, for me personally, the scent is very, very off-putting. It almost smells stale in a way, and sometimes when I'm using it to remove my lip products or like a matte lipstick, I can almost taste the staleness, and it's just not good. You guys know me, I am a stubborn bee when it comes to finishing my products. I always kind of force myself to finish products unless it's really, really bad. So given the fact that I did finish a full bottle of this, I'm just gonna give it a 1 because it wasn't horrible enough to where I couldn't stomach it, but it wasn't amazing enough to where I'm gonna want to use it again. The next product I have is an oldie but a goodie. This is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. If you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that once upon a time, Nate was obsessed with this face wash because he has very sensitive eczema prone skin. After a lot of coaxing, he has since moved on from this face wash, but we still had this bottle left. And when we recently ran out of our current face wash, I figured I would just finish this off because I don't like to waste product. This used to have a cult following, and I feel like I barely hear anybody talk about this face wash or Fresh anymore, which honestly sucks because I love Fresh as a brand. But going back to this cleanser after using other ones, I can see why I strayed away from this product in the first place. This is a true gentle cleanser. If you have dry skin or if you have sensitive skin, I think this is gonna work the best for you. However, with me and my oily combination skin and the fact that I wear so much makeup all the time due to the nature of this job, it simply does not cleanse in the way that I need it to cleanse. I still like it, it gets the job done, but I need something that's a little bit more sudsy, something with a little bit more cleaning power. However, I still do enjoy this on days where I don't wear any makeup. There used to be a time where this would get a 4, 4.5, but for now, I'm gonna give her a 3. Next up, we have the Rael Beauty Miracle Patches. So these ones are the micro crystal spot covers, and they're for underground blemishes that haven't come to the surface yet. It has succinic acid, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, tea tree oil, and hyaluronic acid. Now, I know tea tree oil is a little bit controversial of an ingredient when it comes to skincare. I feel like some people either love it or hate it. I, for one, feel kind of indifferent about it, but just wanted to note that in case you are sensitive to it. So it comes in this little plastic thing, and it only came with 9 patches, which I feel like for the price is not bad because I've seen these retail for like $6 or $7 across different stores. And while the price point is affordable and it's pretty accessible, you can buy this at like Target, CVS, Ulta, I believe. I don't feel very strongly about how these work. Every time that I've had an underground blemish and I pop any patch on, it just doesn't really work for me. I know it's a personal anecdote, so if you find that these types of patches work for you, then with the price point, I would definitely recommend checking them out. But for me, these types of patches just don't work, and it's not even just Rael, it's across all brands. I'm gonna give this a 0 or a 1 since I finished it. And the last face skincare item I have is none other than the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Serum. I'm not gonna stay here too long because if you watch my videos frequently, you'll know that the avocado line from the Glow Recipe is my absolute shit. I feel confident recommending this for all skin types. I love this for travel. It's just so good for your barrier. This one or the face wash or a combination of the two is in legit every single one of my empties videos. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right, now let's move on to body care because I have quite a few items, more than the usual empties video. I'm gonna start off with a sample of the Vanna cream, and I actually got this because I recently. Well, not recently, maybe like a month or two ago at this point, I got this tattoo redone, and the tattoo artist gave me a few tubes of the Vanna cream to put over the tattoo to keep it moisturized and to help it not flake as much. And I really love this. It's very moisturizing without feeling heavy, and it's fragrance free. It's made for sensitive skin. It has lanolin, which is great for moisturizing, and it doesn't have a fragrance. So if you are sensitive to scents or fragrances and you're looking for a nice, very foundational moisturizer, I would recommend this one. But if you're not sensitive to fragrances and you want a little bit more of an experience when you're applying your body lotion, highly, highly, highly recommend the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter. So this is actually a refill size, and I believe in my last empties video for December, I did finish a tub of the same body butter, and I just used this refill to refill that tub. So like, am I cheating with including this refill because I haven't yet finished the product from this refill? Possibly. But she's empty, so I'm just gonna include it. I'm just gonna include it because this truly is such an underrated body butter. Josie Maran recently went through a whole rebrand, and it's just not talked about enough in my opinion. I have loved the body butters and the face moisturizers for a very, very long time, and Nate loves them too, even with his eczema prone skin. This smells so good. This one is in the scent Topless Tangerine. It's my favorite scent out of all the ones they have. They also have an unscented one, a vanilla one, and a fig one. It just smells like pure citrus, but it's not overpowering. It doesn't linger on your body, I found. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice the notes that are on here. Okay, so the top notes are yuzu, pixie tangerine, and pink grapefruit. No wonder I like it so much because I love yuzu. The heart notes are blackcurrant, pineapple, and melon, and then the base notes are brown sugar. The product name is Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter, and I feel like from that name you might deduce it to something that's really thick, but this body lotion is not that thick. Yes, it takes a little bit to work it into the skin, but the consistency of it is pretty thin. Here's a little remnant of it, and it's just so good. It gives a little bit of a slight glow, and I love layering this body butter with fragrances. I feel like it's the perfect like base layer for any fragrance combination you want to put on. Oh, it's just so good. 5 out of 5, obviously. All right, I feel like I should have talked about these first because these are shower products and you would use these first when you're doing your body care, but regardless, this looks gross, okay? Don't judge me. It's been in my shower for a pretty long time. But this is the Fenty Skin Cherry Dub Triple Action AHA Body Scrub. Fenty Skin as a whole is very interesting to me. I feel like the launches are kind of all over the place. I personally don't think the product line is very cohesive, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this specific product. This, if you want the scrubby, if you want to feel like yourself actually sloughing off your dead skin, this is the product for you. I love me a scrubby scrub. I love me a scrubby scrub, and the fact that this is a physical exfoliant as well as a chemical exfoliant, I feel like that combination is really amazing. But if you have sensitive skin, if you have eczema, psoriasis, or any of those types of skin conditions, I don't think that this is for you because I do think that this will be very, very rough on your skin. This is grittier than gritty. This is probably the most like scrubby body scrub that I have ever used. This smells very, very heavily of cherries. Obviously, it's cherry dub. So if you don't like cherries, I don't think you're gonna like the fragrance of this because it is pretty strong. It doesn't linger, which is good, and it doesn't leave like a film on your body, which is good as well because I can't stand that. I have keratosis pilaris on my arms, and I know a lot of people do as well. So if you struggle with KP, I think this is a really good product for that. My arms feel significantly smoother the day after I use this, and I also like to use this on my legs before I shave. Usually the day before I shave, I will use this to exfoliate. It says you can use this 2 to 3 times a week for best results, but I really found myself using it like once a week, if that. It took me a really long time to get through this, and at first I wasn't a big fan of this. I had to learn to love this over time. Now, would I repurchase this again? I'm not sure. So for that, she gets a 3. I do love the exfoliating qualities that it has. I do love how it's a chemical exfoliant as well. But of course, I forgot to mention this earlier, that comes with like a sun sensitivity risk, so beware. I personally have never had an issue with that, but just letting y'all know in case you have sensitive skin. I think it's the combination of me not being a huge fan of the scent and the fact that it's in a squeezy tube that makes it very, very difficult to get the rest of the product that is kind of holding me back from giving it extra points. All of that to say, it's good, but I don't think it's a holy grail type of good. So she's getting a 3. However, if we want to talk about holy grails, this is the L'Occitane shower oil. This is probably my 3rd bottle of this stuff. It is so good. This smells like almonds, and as a certified almond hater, I love the scent of this because it smells like true almond and not fake synthetic almond. The texture of this is so luxurious. It is an oil, but it suds up really nicely. It's good for sensitive skin as well. Nate really likes this too. I still feel clean after I use this, and I actually really love this for shaving as well. It just makes the razor just glide over my skin with no issues. This does have a higher price tag. I believe it's $30 for this size, but it is truly worth every single penny because using it is such an experience. The scent fills up the entire bathroom. It feels so luxurious and silky. Need I say more? Don't think so. 5 out of freaking 5. All right, and the last body item that I have is actually a deodorant. You guys know I'm a stinky and smelly bee, okay? I detoxed to try a natural deodorant during the beginning of COVID because we were all staying home. And my pits have never been the same, okay? I'm in constant fear of my pits smelling, but she has rectified that. She has made me feel more confident again, and for that, we love her. This is the Secret Clinical 72-Hour Clear Gel. I just picked this up on a whim at Target, and I ended up just absolutely loving her. I've never really been a gel deodorant type of gal, but after using this, I am a fully converted woman. I already have a restock of this and it's in a bigger size, so that should tell you how much I like this. 5 out of 5. It keeps my odors at bay. I can't do aluminum free. I can't do natural. Give me all the aluminum. And this gives me the aluminum. Okay, now let's dive into miscellaneous empties. We have another huge ass bottle of the TheraBreath mouthwash. This is the invigorating icy mint flavor, and I don't yet have another bottle, but I need to buy one probably today because I've been without this for probably like a week, and I have noticed such a difference in how my mouth feels, like how it is in the morning, and I'm gonna spare you the gross details, but this really does help fight bad breath, and it is the best mouthwash that I have tried by far, so it's a 6 out of 5. It's been a while, my friends. It has been a while since I have talked about Nowadays and have finished a bottle of Nowadays on my channel. Nowadays is a gardening drink. We love gardening. This one is their holiday limited edition flavor. It was in the flavor cranberry. It was really good. This one was 5 milligrams per serving, and we just went through it so quickly. I love Nowadays. We have bought so many bottles with our own money, and I do have a code for you guys if you want to try it. I believe it's still active, and it should get you 15% off. I'm gonna leave it right here. It's Blue15, super easy. I'm not gonna stay on this too long because I feel like I've talked about Nowadays into the ground. And last but not least, we have my Wellbutrin and my Valium because I have to be medicated. 5 out of 5. All right, you guys, that is it for my January empties. I cannot believe we are another month down. Let me know if you tried any of these or if you want to try any of these after watching this video. And with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I'll see you guys in the next one.